Welcome everyone to the 2026 Club National Championships here at Chicago Blaze Stadium, where Life University, their women's D1 program, takes on the Utah Vipers. My name is Darian Lovelace, joined by Phaedra Knight. Phaedra, this is some incredible hype-up stuff for this D1 final.
Yes, it is, and we're looking at this wave of purple. Obviously, the Utah Vipers on yesterday were victorious in their match against the San Diego Surfers. They had some really powerful running done by their big number two, very well-known Eagle, Etta Mailao. But this just shows their depth, their ability. You said it well, Darian, they're so nasty in a good way. They are physical. They love to play a physical game, and they open up these openings to score tries, and they did a great job yesterday. They put up 5 tries against the San Diego Surfers. And take a look at their starting lineup. They have in there, you can see at number 2, they have Teo at number 1, Etta Mailao at number 2, number 3, McKinsey, Molisi, Canuck, Frederick, Manu at number 8, and then Woolley at the other flank. They are ready to go. That forward pack is quite physical, and they're very, very mobile. Number 10, Tumalate. Number 9, leading it up, Toki. Tavita at number 12 and 13. Sosi. Another Mailao at number 14. With the other wing, Haycock. And then at 15, McGee. You better expect some fierce, fierce play from this back line.
And another one that's fierce and vicious is Life University's women's D1 club team here. The athletes that attend Life University get the opportunity to play the best rugby competition in the world. They did it yesterday against Nova. Nova, no stranger to the D1 final there. They were knocked down by Life University after the fitness really was shown there in the last bit of play. Nova just unable to contain Life University around those edges, and then the physical finishers that came in to kind of round it out against them got them to this point to play against the Vipers. But it's going to be exciting stuff. Keep an eye out for many of the big hitting players. Fernandez played a lot of minutes yesterday. Sofia Fernandez, she's going to be a workhorse for them. The Hoey sisters playing there in the 5 and the 7. They connect so well with each other anywhere around the pitch, but they have such different styles. Keep an eye out for them, and I love to see the work rate of the number 8, Opeti. She just does everything for this team. Life University backs, one of the youngest to kind of get into that Eagle pool was Vogel, and then from there she got her first USA start. She carves it up in the middle, and Mason, though, is one of those underrated players. She really moves the ball with such precision. She communicates well in the back 3, and look for players like Barner and Elliott to come in and finish the job for the Life University backs as they take on the Utah Vipers. And they will have quite a physical match here underway. Life University are going to be in your green and black here as they get set to take the pitch, finishing the last bit of the warm-ups. And the Utah Vipers, they're going to be in your purple. But we'll see what comes up here first. Phaedra, a lot to talk about here. It's been a hot topic between Life University playing in the D1 Club Championships. I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
Hey, listen, they're ready. They've shown it. They're playing you said it. They're playing in the national championships, playing D1, and that's, ultimately where they want to be. So if they're under the leadership of Riz, the famous Riz himself. They're very well coached, right? They're very disciplined. I see no controversy, to be honest.
And I think, too, some people might forget that USA Rugby, this club national championship, is a showcase. You said it in that D2 match. I mean, USA Rugby, whenever they're looking for national team selections, people that are giving their time, giving their energy, who might want to just play the best rugby possible, could get looked at. And we talked about it. Life University have some players right now that are already in the Eagle pool, so they get the opportunity to play against the Utah Vipers. And I think to kind of underrate the wisdom that comes along with how long these players have playing at the D1 Club Championship. I mean, it's no understatement what Life has done, but the Utah Vipers here, they absolutely dominate, and they will give Life University a ball game. This D1 Club Championship has just been filled with so much drama. And as you said, Phaedra, all of the players here worked hard to get here and are more than ready to play.
When you're ready.
Looks like the Utah Vipers are going to be the ones to get us underway here. Captain Woolley gives a tap to the cap and a boot down the way. And instantly they go deep within the 22-meter. Life University now going through the boot. Looks like ball went out of bounds there, so they get out of the 22. And that one rolls at the 50.
Over here. Keep them alive.
An arm goes in favor of the Vipers.
Marcus here. Keep them alive with you all day.
Yeah, back pretty much almost to where we started on the kickoff. So
Not contested. Play on. I'm happy.
It was a fair contest there. Both sides went up, but the Utah Vipers definitely get that one there, and they go to the edge. Getting a feel for the competition. I mean, I think both sides have similar qualities, but what do you think are going to be the difference makers between the two teams?
I think the team that can distribute the quickest, consistently, play a faster game is going to be the victorious team. I mean, I think both are going to pose this kind of defensive pressure. They're going to jackal or attempt to jackal that ball in those moments when it's contestable. Whoever can get that ball out, commit the fewest amount of errors, and keep their penalty count, I think would actually come out strong.
Yeah, penalty count definitely making a difference. We saw it earlier with the Tampa Crew whenever they just played your most recent D2 champions, Life West. The penalty count really made a difference, and 2 players went to the bin, and that was a difference maker in the last 20 minutes. And this one, I mean, this match is definitely going to be a fight to the end. Both teams, they know how to build phases, and they know how to grind it out. They work it to the right-hand side. It's a 1v1. Drop in the shoulder and give it a shoulder check to all of Life University. Vogel finally tackles her out of bounds, and they both give a slap of the hands. Mad respect for that bit of contact.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, you see it. Good job here by the Vipers, using the edges of the field, flirting a little too closely to it. But wow, what a shoulder drop. Physical play. I think we're going to see this in the entire match. And Utah has that capability to play fast and physical, which gives them potentially an advantage here.
Yeah, Mailau, one of the sister of Etta Mailau, will definitely come in and make an impact. Etta Mailau playing in the number 2 jersey, the hooker. And I mean, they're both really exciting players to watch. It looks like that might be Brooklyn Viofanau, who's down. For Life University, she's up though, and
let's maintain the space.
Running back to get back into line. Might have just been a harsh stinger. I mean, and that's the tough part about this game too, is getting up after such like hard hits that are coming up from both sides. Like you not connecting on the hands there. Ball gets put under pressure at ruck time. And they'll look to get around a few. This is some serious speed and a little bit unnerving stuff here. Elliott stays in bounds and places that ball back quickly. And again, they knock it on there. He's under a lot of pressure back there. Greenwood
is purple.
wanting to move it a bit quick.
Sorry.
Competing with the speed. Referee gets caught there in the middle. So, the referee, Katie.
Advantage over!
On the advantage.
Take a step,
Calls
take
it
a
over
step.
now. And so now the Vipers are going to have to be perfect here. And Life University calling the up. They sit back a little bit. And Teo, it's her first carry. I went to a practice with the Utah Vipers and I got in front of Teo, and I've got to tell you, it ended up with me on my back. It was not so strong, so physical at the line out. Just one of those players that's always going to end up on
Come
top.
back for the forward pass.
And right there, we're going to come back for the forward pass. The ball just getting caught a little bit too in front of the hands. And so it's going to go back to the Life University side.
Yeah, Vipers had a good run there. They were moving that ball to the right, and the ball just went forward off the fingertips of the ball carrier.
Hold! Perfect! Big drive, Vipers! Close! Hold! Hold!
Already looking up for the space and trying to find the right camera angle. There's Barner. A good turn for the Vipers. It gets a bit bobbled up there. A nice little bit of footwork. A strong leg drive, get them over the 50 now. They've gained a lot of meters off of that set piece. Now showing that they can work through any chaos. They're well connected here. Baldo is stripped into contact after some high body height, and Life University now look to relieve some pressure. Vogel goes to the boot and it goes straight out of bounds. Quite the error. I mean, I think that launch really
it was stripped,
got into
so it's fine.
the face of Life University. And looking on here, and you can hear the crowd on the sideline. Milo throwing an invisible ball there. If anybody has a rugby ball, if you could please get it to Milo, that would be great. I think she wants to get this game started.
Yeah. I got one here. I'll send it over.
Oh, look.
Might take a minute.
Yeah, look and you shall receive. Say it. Milo gets the ball back. Woolley goes up. And Life University, everybody stays on the ground here. And it was a bit messy as Kumalatai gets the offload. The inside center. Speed now starting to rev up. The engine's going. And a lot of contacts made on that outside. Vogel swarms over Melissi, and players also like Vanuau. Going to be looking for any and all opportunity to get hands on the ball there.
No,
Life University now getting a bit patient here, looking to reset.
backwards.
As the Vipers take eyes off of the ball for just a split second there. Ball hits the deck, and a knock on by the Vipers. Hit Life University center pitch on a scrum.
Yeah, that's like the second error the Vipers have made on handling in this vicinity of the field. They were a little bit
Make sure you're pushing at the same time as her, so you're going forward
but these are the moments that you want to kind of take your second and reconsolidate so that you just kind of focus on each pass getting in. Minimize those errors. They will come back to haunt you later in the match.
Coach!
No points scored in this first half. Things a bit hard for both teams.
I'm gonna play
Woolley puts pressure on after a hard driving scrum. Getting in a little bit of a line break here. For Life University. Zing. Looks like that might be Barner.
Take a step.
Rish making some changes. Not sure if the roster was updated on the club spreadsheet. That's the importance of doing it. As now Life University, we know what the team can do though. As now they get a little bit of a line break. And they get past a few. Throws an offload from behind the back. Fernandez drops the shoulder. And chooses to just do what she does best, and that is take a few. And now they look to work the wide channels there. Talua shoots it out to Greenwood, and from there the speed of the pass really starting to force the Vipers. Milo gets caught way high on Elliott though, way too high. And now the yellow card, or excuse me, now the penalty will be underway. They choose to go quick and work it wide. Fernandez always there for that last bit of edge play as they work around the corner. They know that there's an overload somewhere. Vogel goes in, one-handed offloads. And from there, just the quick ball movement will do it. That's Viofa now, who gets over 4-5 on the board for Life University, the first to draw blood.
And that was spectacular ball movement, ball retention. They had great offloads, playing that quick game, which we know they are so good at. Life University. You take another look here. Look at the number 1 on the back, running the ball, carrying it like a backline player, integrated out there into this mix, creating this overload situation. And you see this nice pickup and take by Fanau for the first 5.
Vogel fears that one. It seems a little bit to the left here. So score stays 5-0. Being forced to kick that conversion from the corner. Those 2 points will make a difference throughout this matchup here. And 10 minutes gone. And I mean, more than enough hits to share between the two sides.
Yeah, lots of hits. Lots. This is such a physical match. Such a physical team, both teams.
Make sure team's behind you.
Captain Woolley will now get us set underway.
Everyone's on.
And the kick is long. It's got the distance. Rolls. Seems right in front of the 22. And that's such a good tool to be able to relieve the pressure all the way deep in this end. And it forces the Vipers to have to work for a lot more meters down the pitch.
Yeah, and Life here in a good position. They're thinking really ahead and putting themselves in good territory. They're going to pressure on this line out, try to create this turnover so they make less work of this scoring drive if they can get the ball back in hand.
The Vipers get caught a little bit around that side. They're in the middle. And this launch defense really cutting off any options. The attacking line of the Vipers extremely flat here. And they look to build a few meters by just rumbling through. It's vicious stuff there. The point of contact, dropping the shoulder, getting through a few, and taking more than enough with her is Melissi. And they're quick right over the top. Woolley now goes to the boot. It's a deep high kick there. Rolls once. Oh, it's some serious speed coming around. More than enough to burn there. Barner with the run up. And they choose to go back to this left-hand side.
Ball's out.
There's an offsides possibly called. Life University unhappy with that shoulder check from a slow player to get back for the Vipers. And the fitness seems to be making a difference here as now Life University look to strike. They go behind the back. Mason's there to run a line. Vaufu now drops a shoulder, wants to get one more. Five meters outside. Starting to see Life University forced to build the phases. They get around a few. Opeti wants to go quickly, offloads it. And they've got space to do it. A selfless pass gets its way into the hands of Barner. And Barner puts on another 13 minutes here to the D1 final.
And Barner is burning it up, man. She was at the beginning of this drive that consequently led to this try that she finished. How appropriate. But we take a look here. Look at this fast game, right? They're looking for the offloads or the quick ball out. You can see it. Look at Opeti, you called it. She pushes the ball out, and this is the moment that changes everything. Wow. It's very difficult to stop this driving force coming forward when they're offloading the ball in these tackle situations or near tackle situations. And what an incredible effort here. We're seeing the talents of Life University.
Yeah, and it was all set up by Vivao there, the prop, who's come in and knew to pin that final defender to get that space I mean, Life University does have an advantage over the Utah Vipers, though they have extreme athleticism and they have the knowledge of the game. Life University's ability to train, I think, 5-6 days a week just shows where international rugby or where USA Rugby wants to end up internationally. And I think a lot of these players just looking to get noticed to hopefully make it to the next level, where the expectation to be an Eagle is that you have to create your own daily training environment. And I think players having the opportunity is where rugby would like to go, but the fitness right now kind of being a factor here as the Vipers look to inject some life in to the beginning. Life University get that kick receipt. They slice through a few lines, in this offload game really is generating them that go forward.
Tackle, we're still away. Okay.
And the Vipers get a bit desperate there. They throw in a few bodies and they lose their feet. And Life University have a decision to make.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to kick to touch with this line out, which is very smart, good game management, very well coached. You can see that. If that ball reaches touch, it didn't reach touch.
Oh, and I love the confidence that Mailau plays with. Drops the shoulder into the two flanks.
No black, no hands!
And things getting a bit heated off of the ball there. They run an inside crash line and slice through a few and take some with them. Life University forced to stay on their feet.
No black.
Using the legs, driving the train there is Mailau. And there's a bit more depth here for the Vipers. Buys them more time to get the go forward that they need, and now they're at the 40 and choose to go back inside. The offload, though, just doesn't go to hand there, unfortunately. And honestly, though, if Manua would have gotten hands on that, I think that might have been that final bit that would have kind of shattered the Life U defense. They were starting to lose the fold.
Yeah, and this is such an important piece and thing you mentioned. This is the importance of just really sometimes honing it in, slowing it down a little bit to speed it up. Utah will want to build from that in their next sequence of attack.
Hold on.
Crouch!
Together, Vipers!
Stay!
Hold!
Sit!
Drive!
Oh, and you couldn't stop that if you tried. The Vipers bully that front row there. And Life University get caught flat-footed. They get a long arm penalty, and they choose to go ahead and do it again.
Yeah, that was...
Or Wooly decides, take a second. Here's the line out.
Yeah, that scrum was motoring, man. No stopping.
Oh, and it unfortunately doesn't find touch there. Wooly's kick is just a bit slow, and the footwork from Barner cuts a few of the Vipers players down there. And now they're looking to recover. This handling really pushing it to the edge there. Elliott loses it though, and it goes backwards, but it buys the Vipers time to get more on defense here. They launch up, taking the Life University players down. They're slow to roll away though. And they go ahead and roll that one back. After not rolling away, Greenwood wants to go quickly and wants to catch the Vipers on the back foot here. Opeti spots a little bit of a half gap here and runs into a few, takes the shoulders, and then finds the offload. It unfortunately comes in, and Wooly sacrifices the body on the line there. It gets herself into that passing lane and picks that one off. The Vipers choose to slow this down. Looks like Captain might be down or a bit slow to get back up at least. So now they choose to go for the pick and goes. They found success at the interior defense, but this wall holding strong for Life University as now they launch. Kumalatai really hasn't had a lot of time. She might need to take an extra step and buy the backs more time against the line speed of the Eagles. Greenwood has to take the contact on herself, and she contains it really well. After a 1v1 scenario, they launch off of the sideline. There's a half gap. Woolley gets excited and drops the ball, and all over it is Life University. They're hungry to get that ball back. Oh, and hungry to get in there is Opeti. Opeti gets the ball away here. This is a turnover. Mason moves it away to Vivao. She connects well off of that inside, and right to the edge it goes. Life University get in for 5 points through Frisbee.
Yeah, from your mouth to the Life backline's ears, they heard you. Number 11, Olivia Frisbee with the finish, but this was just a team. This is a backline effort. Actually, it was a concerted effort. Opeti with the start of it with good footwork to move the ball out, and then you just had a one-on-one situation. And the more athletic and faster-going player won that contest, Frisbee with 5. You talk about team spirit, man. You got to be into it to have the neon green hair. Such team spirit. Love it. These winning Eagles are running away with this match, man. They are showing so much just intelligence, attack intelligence.
And the brilliance just seems to shine down as the win now will maybe start to play a factor. We haven't seen too many kicks in open play. It's been a lot of end-to-end rugby with Life University really dominating possession. They lose it though, and this is the moment that the Utah Vipers need here. They get over the 22, and now they turn the tables. Ready to get hungry too. They get up and have a play to their own and take it right in to the interior defense at ruck time. Ball nearly pops out there. They're choosing to force Life University to scrunch in, trying to find some wide play, and the Vipers are already slow to get up. They're going to need that support to find the next bit of phases here as Life University are making the right decisions at ruck time. Choosing to keep all members of the team on their feet. Get a good double tackle, and the ball gets offloaded off the top. Opeti might have isolated it and gotten away with it yet again. That's already 2 turnovers for Opeti. And they've got space to move it. Deciding on what the next decision will be based off of if they break gain line at the 22. They're right at the line, and the Vipers are standing them up.
Got down by Black. Hold.
Frisbee gets to ground.
Yep.
Choosing to go ahead and knock it low on Life University. The Vipers get dragged. Another 10. And now Mason will go to the boot. See if this one rolls out the 22. It looks like it is not going to have that right roll of the ball there, but McKee gives a kick off of the right foot. And even though it didn't roll out of the 22, off of that 50-22 possibly, they still get a line out down there, and Life University get themselves right back into some beautiful attacking position.
Yeah, beautiful indeed, man. What good play, heads-up play. They're using the kick very strategically, very smart to get good field position, and then they chase these kicks to put pressure on the attack, or their counter, actually, the counter of the Vipers, and just force themselves into this good field position. I like it. It's really good strategy, and it's showing their IQ across the various spectrums of the match.
Yes, time is off.
And intelligence comes from both sides here. The Utah Vipers, the defending champions, not to be discounted though. 24 minutes gone. Life University having a comfortable lead right now over the Vipers. They'll be happy with this going into halftime if they can maintain the standard here. We've seen them have a few moments where it might have kind of gone off kilter there, but the Vipers honestly committing mistakes on their own teams. And so it's just not leading to the phases that they want. Looks like My Lao is getting looked at. Might have taken a knock to the face as well, so she's going to get reset for this bit of set piece.
Maul.
They go up, and Life University
Through the middle, she's fine.
elect for the maul, trying to find the right moments to get the motor going. The Vipers
Last foot.
digging their feet into the ground. They're forcing Life University to roll. Woolley, Captain Woolley comes away with it and all that mess. And that's quite the brave effort that comes in for the Vipers and well earned. But now, with all of their earnings, they're going to have to find a way out of this end and get some distance here as Life University look to get the ball back. They pass it a few times here. Tumalatai takes it through. And a bit of hesitation back there as they decide their next move. They get caught a little bit flat-footed, and Fernandez decides to go ahead and go for it. My Lao runs with Woolley. My Lao gets over a few. They get stuck underneath there, Vive now, but she works to get past Woolley. Throwing in a few numbers here. Oh, and it's some tough stuff. This defense for Life University really spotting the times to get low and to shut down the option.
Everyone's on now.
Tumalatai goes for the kick. An awkward bounce though, and it nearly gets into the hands of Tavita.
Forward pass. Nah.
And the forward pass and the pressure that comes in, Tavita led that charge and it pays off.
Yeah, that was good pressure by the Vipers to get down there and almost pick up that ball, but the pressure again, with that secondary defense, creating this turnover, showing that they are still here. Haven't quite put it together yet, but they are still working on it, work in progress. So.
Definitely a lot of work going to be had between the two sides here. As time starts to work its way down. The scrum, though, for the Vipers is one of the better attacking opportunities that they've had. They've played a lot of rugby down in the 22. But Phaedra, we're starting to see the speed open up. And, I mean, what do you think is the fix against such a connected, fast launch?
I mean, they really just got to organize their defense, right? I mean, obviously for the Vipers, they need to maintain possession. So I think doing a little bit more conservative play to start and then start opening things up on the outside will give them the opportunity to attack those channels and be more successful. On defense, they just need to tighten up. They just absolutely have to tighten things up and move in a unit.
Composure definitely going to be a factor here. The scrum stays calm. My Lao drops the shoulder, but this time Frisbee does as well. But then they get caught not rolling after the work between the two backs. And the Vipers now have a decision to make. Woolley looks like she's going to line up to boot this one farther down. And this one will not roll into touch. Just a terrible bounce of the ball. And Life University returned the favor through Benetti's boot.
Black 7.
And it goes out right at the 22. It's a good attacking position, though, after that series of kicks between the two sides.
It is, and you know the Vipers have a pedigree to have good set pieces, so they need to rely on those and let those carry them, build their foundation through that, and then start to utilize the success off of these set pieces to really mobilize, on the outside and into the outside game.
The Vipers decide to maul this one in after they stopped Life Universities. This is the caliber and the connected team. This is what they're good at, is to go forward. They lose it though, and it gets knocked on there. Ball just looks like it wasn't communicated well through that transfer. And so Life University get away with the win after a Vipers mistake.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, and it was a beautifully executed driving maul, but that communication piece, man, failed them. So they just need to really kind of there's not a lot of major changes they need to make. They just need to basically fine tune the attention to detail in these little situations. That is
Right now, we can win this. Let's go.
Coach!
Together, Vipers, together.
Lines!
Oh.
Set! Balls out.
Good driving scrum comes in for the Vipers. Opetti does a nice little flick of the wrist out the back there, and Life University decide to go ahead and try and run this one out here, getting around and getting some spaces. Elliott could be set to finish this one. She splits the two defenders there. It's a foot race over the 22. She goes and sails into the try line, does Elliott, for the Life University Eagles, and finally someone scores.
And there you are, man. What a beautiful, beautiful run by Elliott. And she's shown glimpses of it, the precursor to this run in earlier runs and plays. But this is where it's at for Life West.
Yeah.
They managed to escape an almost fatal scrum. They get the ball out nicely, and this is playing into these gaps, right? Set up the 2-on-1. Instead of getting it out to the wing, she cuts in and backs herself. She knows she's got the pace. She looks at the mismatch that's ahead of her. One chaser to beat, no problem.
Mason slops this one through 22-0, or 24-0 now, excuse me. And the Vipers haven't been able to cross the line against this strong and brutal Life University defense. But that attack was some risky stuff there too, Phaedra. I mean, down in your 22, you're typically taught to find an exit strategy, and they go with the riskiest one of all, which is multiple phases of passing. So the caliber of passing really showing even under pressure situations for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's really world-class passing. They were passing that ball, 10 meters or more, and that's just proficient right on the button. So when you have that kind of skill set, then it's less riskier, less risky moves than you think.
Yeah, it doesn't feel risky unless you're up here watching it, just hoping and seeing if they get it to where they want it to go. The Vipers get a bit disconnected there off of that defensive bit. Chang ends up with it after it was a foot race to get the ball back. And Life University taking their eyes off the ball for just a second. It looks like Hoey's definitely had a game with the blonde hair in the way. I think that she might have just taken her eyes off the ball for a second, so Life University knock it on.
Yeah, so Vipers, again, their bread and butter seems to be their set pieces. They just need to build off of these set pieces and just play it phase by phase. I think slowing it down and trying not to rush so much of that open game initially and just building the foundation is going to serve them.
Fine!
Hold.
Set!
Hold fire.
Wow, that scrum does not move. Trying to free up some of their backs. This looks more promising. They move it early, and it's a 1v1. And they do break gain line off this passage of play. She drops the ball, chooses to go herself, but was it the right decision? Gets tackled out of bounds there after a last-ditch effort by a squivel. On those extra moments, change the game, Phaedra.
Yeah, just trying to do a little too much, right? Don't need to do it all in one phase. I think when you start to flirt around that 5 meter or the 5 meter line, you gotta reel it in because you're up against the 16th defender and you don't want to go into touch. You don't want to lose possession. You worked that hard to get this far.
Yeah, you didn't come this far to only come this far. That defender definitely always makes it and always gets the turnover. It's the most perfect defender on the pitch here. Life University after some perfect defense, keeping the ball contained. They've done well with the possession as they look to get some final points in before the half. Greenwood gets tossed around, and now whenever they seem to start forcing the pace a little bit there, Life University starting to falter some here. They go through the confidence of Opetzi and Vivao, and she gets a few meters off of that. Nice little jump with the ball placement, that extra ditch effort. They go behind the back. It's a flat pass there to the hooker. She throws one behind the back here, and Percy has to contain it herself. He gets taken to ground, though, and it looks like that might have been a high tackle as well, coming in from the swivel. Referee did call that. Oh, and it hurts because Woolley, I think, if that whistle hadn't been blown, she might have gotten off on that one.
Yeah, she would have, man. She picked off the pass, and she was very disappointed. Not happy about that at all.
For the high tackle. Okay, so the wing had a high tackle.
Just very passionate the captain is about this game. I mean, and it's frustrating stuff right now. Really just trying to wind the clock down and go to halftime. I know that Woolley is going to have a lot to say to the team, along with the head coach for the Vipers.
Can't use it.
Shaletti, excuse me, has more than enough tools in the tool belt. He'll look to reinvigorate this side, maybe with some of the finishers there. And Rish might have to go to the tool belt as well. Standard starting to drop a bit here with the passing, not getting it out in front. But they've got such strong forwards. Chang, yet again, relentless to go down, works that ball back. And Greenwood getting swarmed over the top. There's a bit of hesitation there off of that first receiver. And the Vipers might have gotten some hands in there. I think they should have probably gotten that penalty, but referee gives a little bit more time. Greenwood steps over the Vipers there, and they run a flat pass. Vivao goes ahead and breaks through one. She's looking for the offload. It doesn't happen, though. And Vogel quickly gets the Vipers to ground after the lock is right in that passing lane. Canuck comes up with that turnover. But again, Phaedra, the Vipers are going to have to work so hard to get out of the 22.
Yeah, and they're looking to try to run a little bit. Allow.
No, Black, no.
Keep working this ball up and up.
That's fine, this ball's out.
Yeah, and I think right now both nines, because the forwards are working so desperately to get over the ball, it's leaving some vulnerability for the scrum halves, and both getting a taste of that here as the interior defense is really having to work hard. Life University now getting shoved back. They choose to drop the body height and brace for impact here.
Lost now, Black, lost, Black.
And they're called off after a bit of a disconnect. The Vipers now building some phases, but a few are slow to get into that backfield. This is some tiring stuff. Woolley gives one of her own, and McKee cuts back inside. Is the support quick enough to get over that? Elliott gets her hands in there and nearly strips it away. Utah having to hold on here as Life University want to get that ball back. Nice double tackles come in. And what some would call a nice little hospital pass gets the turnover, and the wind starts to blow here. And tired bodies, as everybody has hands on hips and hands on heads. And a quick turnover. And a slight roll of the head, and Life University is back on the defensive side. This is some good stuff. Fair contest over the ball, but Woolley gets it. Oh, and this back and forth stuff, Phaedra. It's some brutal stuff here. People are slow to get off the ground.
Yeah, this is where you burn. I mean, this is just, not the most efficient type of rugby, but this is what you train so much for. This is why you do those countless numbers of anaerobic sprints. This is where you need it.
The leg drive working for the Vipers' favor.
3 minutes.
There's 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Life University with the time bought, they choose to go ahead and just crunch and drive the Vipers back here. The Snakes are under a lot of pressure now as they lose all of the ground they've made.
Play on.
Woolley
Keep going, T.
picks the ball up again. Life University looking to call off of the breakdown here. There's a handling error. And the ball really starting to fall out of the hands of both sides, Phaedra.
It's very messy right now.
Just trying to give it everything that they have. It's, 1 to 2 passes before Life University makes those tackles, and their tackle completion has been pretty stellar as far as getting the Vipers quickly to ground here.
Ball's out.
But there we see a dig for the ball, and it is turned over. Opeti gets it off of a beautiful turnover by her flank. It slides in for another 5, 29-0, Life University up.
Yeah, and what a positive end to a back and forth turbulent series of play.
2 minutes, we'll have time.
But Opeti saw the opportunity to get that ball. You see, this is the work
Not quite.
of that Life defender to turn the ball over. And Opeti saw an opening. Transition defense just wasn't enough for Utah to stop her relentless pursuit.
Yeah, that turnover was set up by Cora Haugi. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but if not, make sure that you let us know. Trying to find a pronunciation for that one, and that one's tripping me up a little bit. But she was also there for the Tropical Sevens and promoted their tournament as well. Kick is good by Mason, 31-0. Life University just keep beating the Vipers down there, backing the Snakes into the corner. And the Vipers just haven't been able to find ways to strike. But Phaedra, we've seen a few moments for them. It just seems like it's not clicking.
Yeah, it's just not clicking, man. They've had some, like you said, they've had some really powerful moments. They've got some strong ball carriers. They've got great defense. But the chemistry and the connection, continuity has just not been there so far.
In front of the 22.
Vipers kick to Mason. Mason returns the kick, turns McKee around. McKee's deep within the 22. She goes back to field this one and
Retreating purple!
takes an open play there. Everybody has to kind of turn back around, including Life University. Duval was there early, and the prop works hard to go ahead and find a seam there. Finds another one and gets taken to ground. And you hear Life University call fire. They want to play with some urgency here. A little bit too much urgency, though, as that pass might have gone forward from Vogel. And that'll bring us to half. Life University right now leading in this D1 Championship Club Final 31-0 over the Utah Vipers. We've got a second half coming at you, and the Vipers will look to strike back early against the Eagles.
Tell me about your experience with RCT so far.
Well, I think my experience can be best described as really fun and community bonding because I meet so many new people playing the sport I love.
I wrestle and I play football, and there's nothing like rugby.
Yeah, everybody that I've ever met that tries rugby just comes to one practice has ended up liking it. And I asked her like what it was, and she said like full contact, like same rules, guys and girls, and I didn't believe her. And then she was like, oh, come out to our practices. And I did, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to play. And then I started playing. It was really fun.
I don't know, it's just a game that I love. It's pretty fun though, I don't know, I just love everything about it.
The laid-back atmosphere of it, you all be friends on the field and off the field.
Just the bond and the vibe from everybody is nice and builds like a lot of character.
You should play it. Play rugby. That's it.
Like how we can like beat out of each other in the game, but then we like come together after and we're just like shake hands.
Well, what do you think that is? Why is that?
I personally think it's like, it's just we're all one community. Like it's one family. You all play rugby. It's just one family.
It's a sport.
Yeah.
It's a sport. Yeah, because if you have to have respect for the person going after you because you work hard and they have to work just as hard after you.
So you say that respect is probably the greatest value you can gain out of this game?
By far.
Yeah.
By far.
Credo Rugby is a club development platform that helps rugby clubs create and sell their own on-field training and fan supporters gear. We work with clubs of all sizes, from grassroots to professional, and help them generate revenue to support their continuous development.
Most girls are smart and strong and beautiful. Most girls work hard, go far, we are unstoppable. Most girls are fight to make every day. No two are the same. I wanna be like.
So actually, before I started playing rugby, I was just a cheerleader for my high school, and I was very shy, nervous, and being around teammates. Rugby is a very accepting sport. I wasn't embarrassed about my body or anything. People really welcome you and actually like take your strengths and weaknesses and work with you to like make you a better person and player.
You hit each other and then you're friends.
I really like the camaraderie of it, and like the game is just so physical and it's fun.
Definitely try it. Like you maybe don't think you're the strongest, but once you go out and like you hit someone, that adrenaline is so amazing.
The RCT out here has been amazing. I came out here because I know that all the states out here have some great youth rugby, and I was not disappointed in any way. So saw some amazing action out here from both young men and young women, and it's looking pretty bright for our future here.
And what's your favorite part about playing rugby?
I really like the camaraderie of it, and like the game is just so physical and it's fun. It's hard, like even though it's hard
for me.
Yeah.
Rugby has helped me stay consistent, and as a woman, I feel really empowered being able to tackle people. It just changes lives.
Old Boys Rugby LLC delivers premium apparel crafted for former players who carry the game with them long after the final whistle. Every piece is designed for the match day experience, from the pitch to the third half, and a percentage of every sale goes directly to supporting youth rugby development. Designed for matches, third half celebrations, and everything in between. Old Boys Rugby gives back, with a percentage of proceeds for supporting the next generation of rugby athletes through youth development programs. Attention all rugby fans! World Rugby Shop is your one-stop shop for all your rugby gear needs. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, World Rugby Shop offers an extensive selection of top quality gear and apparel to elevate your game. From jerseys and shorts to boots and accessories, we've got you covered. Visit us today to see why World Rugby Shop is your ultimate destination for everything rugby. Gear up today.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. WorldRugbyShop.com, America's home for rugby.
Stop muscle cramps now. When a muscle cramp hits, you don't need a routine. You need relief now. Pickle Juice is a hyperfunctional performance beverage made to stop muscle cramps within 60 seconds. All natural, clinically proven, built for real life. When a muscle cramp hits, hit back.
Tell me about your experience with RCT so far.
Well, I think my experience can be best described as really fun and community bonding because I meet so many new people playing the sport I love.
I wrestle and I play football, and there's nothing like rugby. You know?
Yeah, everybody that I've ever met that tries rugby just comes to one practice has ended up liking it. And I asked her like what it was, and she said like full contact, like same rules, guys and girls, and I didn't believe her. And then she was like, oh, come out to our practices. And I did, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to play. And then I started playing, and it was really fun.
I don't know, it's just a game that I love. It's pretty fun though, I don't know, I just love everything about it.
The laid-back atmosphere of it, you all be friends on the field and off the field.
Just the bond and the vibe from everybody is nice and builds like a lot of character.
You should play it. Play rugby.
That's it.
Like how we can like beat out of each other in the game, but then we like come together after and we're just like shake hands.
What do you think that is? Why is that?
I personally think it's like, it's just, we're all one community, like it's one family. You all play rugby, it's just one family.
It's a sport.
Yeah,
because if you have to have respect for the person going after you because you work hard and they have to work just as hard after you.
So you say that respect is probably the greatest value you can gain out of this game?
By far.
Yeah.
By far.
Live on the field, I'm here with Coach Rish. Coach, even though you're up big, what do you tell these ladies to make sure they stay locked in and finish this game strong?
I mean, look, the Vipers are a really good team. It's a completely different style than us. So we have to just make sure that we don't give them what they want, which is time on ball, carrying. So we need to play fast. We need to keep ball in play as much as possible. And we need to keep outrunning them.
40 more minutes to a national championship, Coach. How does it feel, and what are your thoughts going into the rest of this half here?
Process. We're all about process. We're not about the outcome. We're about how do we actually execute and how do we get the things done that we need to get done for our game plan.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
We're down on the field. Life University up big, but like Coach said, the Vipers are a strong side. Kicking it back up top to you all.
Coach Rish Chadwick giving a nod to the defending champions, the Utah Vipers. Right now they're down 31-0. Life University leading at the half, and Rish is still concerned about the Utah Vipers, Phaedra, when they do have ball in hand, and it looks like some replacements have come on for them.
Is your team ready?
I mean, what does it mean to come on and finish the job and finish the half and hope to make a difference?
Well, it's a pretty monumental task considering they're down, 31-0, but it's not impossible. And so, they've trained for this. This is what they play for. They're ranked national champions. It's not it's not out of their reach. Let me put it that way.
Life University also the college national champions through their college side. Both will give championship performances as now the Vipers start to open things up a little bit. They use the run and quickly they shut down that interior defense. It looks like some players might have gotten caught underneath that one. Ball going behind the head of a few of the Vipers players, and now it seems like things are starting to slow down here. And they're nearly too slow to get to the support. This line has been so hard to contain for Life University. Alani De La Serna gets them at the 50 now. And they get at the 50 again. Not gaining much meters here. They give a flat pass. Woolley gives one of her own. And then now drops the shoulder. Mylot takes one off with her. And she's forcing those Life Universities all back. They get caught high on that one, and that's not a good choice here. It gets them about 10 meters and an advantage after not rolling away. They're trying to drag her out of there, but Cersei gets caught. And time is going to be called off with a double whistle.
Okay. Back-to-back penalties. Your tackler needs to roll faster so the ball's available. Okay.
Hey, chop and roll.
And you heard it, back-to-back penalties, getting a little bit of a warning there to Life. They don't want to go short, so they need to play this cautiously.
Oh, unfortunately, it looked like Frisbee was genuinely trying, but the weight of that ruck that came in from the Vipers to steal the ball, you even saw Vival try and drag her on out of there, and the efforts were just futile. And I mean, sometimes those cheeky moves might be able to get you the penalty, right? Referees are all about spotting pictures, and if the picture obviously shows that right now Frisbee is impeding the ball from coming out, that's a penalty. And referee just saying that Life University has to follow the same standard as what they did in the first half. We did see a few of those not rolling away penalties from both sides. And so, I mean, Phaedra, referee really looking for a clear picture from both of the teams.
Yeah, and that's, listen, keep them honest. Keep them honest, ref. That's what you're there for. That's what you're there for.
Yep. Ain't no lawbreakers around here. Referee's making sure of that one.
Fine!
40 meters out, the Vipers have a scrum, and this will be our first bit of set piece here. The replacements in the front row, they do well, and the scrum is still immovable for the Vipers. As now the backs look to cut through one, and this is more promising stuff, holding on by a jersey, and then they offload this interplay between the centers. Stosi comes away with it off of an offload from Tavita. And now the Vipers seem to be settling into it, waiting for the right time to go ahead and burst on the scene. And they're trying to force Life University to roll. A low hit from Biofinal. Might have gotten Opeti rights to the ball, but the Vipers come in and the support is quick. They're starting to lose some numbers here. Support getting a little bit slow. And Life University starting to get slower and slower to roll on out of there. Tumalatai uses the ball. Nice little flick of the wrist out the back. Gets it into the hands of Tavita. Oh, and just that last effort. Off of probably the best passage of play that we've seen from the Vipers. What do you think happened at that halftime chat?
Yeah, I think it's what we said. They talked a bit about we have to have the ball in hand. We have to use our structure. Let's slow it down. Let's secure possession. Let's build phases, which is what they did. And now they just need to fine tune, right, to eliminate these unforced types of errors. Just need to continue to starve Life of possession and just chew away in this one.
Yeah, well, it's hard to starve Life U of possession whenever they're hungry to get the ball back. Instantly, they go ahead and throw in some bodies in there because the Utah Vipers are taking too long, and then they get off of the line quickly. And right now, the Vipers not wanting to slow down. They flatten up, and again, Opeti so quick over that ball. She's done it again, folks. And Life University moving away from the pressure area. Elliott scored a try in that first half, letting the ball do the work, and she cuts back inside from McKee, gets away from that sideline, and then Life University now flattened up. Greenwood's under pressure, though. And the Vipers quickly get the Eagles to ground there. Fernandez flattens up, gives a pass back to Opeti, and then it's picked off. And Tavita always showing up. She's done it multiple times now. So brilliant to get in front of that passing lane. She does well off of an error by Life University. The handling starting to get a little bit off kilter for them. They're going to go ahead and slow this one down. Fakes right, goes back left, and Life University have to fight for that one. Just going to slow the ball game down. Phaedra, I think they had access to the live stream. They heard you.
Ruck is good.
But one thing that they weren't expecting was this counter ruck from Life University. And they lose their feet at ruck time. Greenwood instantly wants to go to Vogel. Vogel gives the kick, and it goes over the top. It's rolling into the 22. It's a far kick, and McKee has to go and kick quickly. And Life University is already there in support as Vaiufa now takes this one in. The Vipers giving it everything that they have, and the hands fall to the ground, and Mylau taps it.
Marcus, here, you're in front of it, okay?
And everybody now wanting to go quick. And right now, Phaedra, I've got to say, both teams, I think, want to push the pace. I'm sure they talked about speed, but it feels really frantic.
Yeah, you don't want frenetic pace. You want good, strong, fast pace, but only when it makes sense. Like that. This is the kind of urgency you want. Opeti with the big try. She's just been everywhere and everything for Life this match. But there are moments when you want to pick to use urgency, and that was certainly the right time. But you don't want to be frantic and frenetic. Sure. You see the quick tap again, Darian. This nice little like fake. She cuts in. She keeps the hips and the legs active, and it just runs through the tackle. And this is the Achilles for Utah, but this is great execution by Life University.
Mason's got a shot right in front of the sticks. Win, though, really playing a factor. Phaedra, you just peep the ball, not cooperating here. And time is running out. They've only got a minute to reset for the kick, and Mason finally finds a good angle.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Fights against the wind, and the ball sinks through the sticks now. So our score now, quite the point differential here from the Vipers. And Opeti, I mean, is just one of those players I think that makes sense for the Life University side. The number 8 is literally like the perfect mix that you could have, generating the turnovers there, eyes up play, quick turnover generation, and then the work rate. Just being able to be there anywhere, everywhere, all at once. It's really those kinds of players that don't allow the Vipers to get a lot of possession, and that's what Rish was saying at the beginning of the half, is that they don't want the Vipers to have any of it.
Okay,
yeah, it's worked for them so well this whole match. They, when they are even in their own territory, they're kicking the ball, they're creating the chase situation, they're running Utah all over the pitch. Really.
Scrum chosen.
Ball runs its way out. It doesn't make it the full 10 meters here, so now Life University will get the scrum there at center field.
No.
In
So
scrum position.
You can have a line-out scrum or a
the game.
line-out? Okay, line-out chosen.
And they opt for the line-out, though, where the kick rolled out. So it'll be right at the 50. We'll see if Life University has another trick up their sleeve for the set piece. Maybe something that they tried at practice that they really haven't had the opportunity to do.
Yes. 1,000%. We'll see. This line out could be a game changer.
And
big
rule
steal.
number 1,
it's available.
Yeah, and rule number 1 of that is that you got to win that ball if you want to show your cool set piece. Life University don't get the chance to do it because the Vipers, they strike up and they get it back, and now they'll be looking for their first bit of points on the board there, and they're not going down without a fight. Revving up the engine is Tumalatai, cuts inside of one, and quickly they look to offload. This looks more promising for them, but Life University get them quickly to ground through Mason. Really running through a few. Looks like
turnover's good. Yep.
Oh, we got the turnover there. It moves it away quickly. This back row is so incredibly good for Life University. And then the speed by Frisbee has a one-on-one here and chooses to take the corner. It gets in another 5. The speed of the back 3 for Life University and the work rate of the back row. Phaedra, I mean, it comes at all sides against the Vipers.
Yeah, they're getting attacked everywhere, and this is beautiful turnover. Well-timed, player tackle to the ground, and in the nick of time, pushes it out. The transitionals, the speed of transition, though, for Life has just proved to be so deadly. And Frisbee just showing her skill and speed. finishes nicely. Second try of the match. Outstanding effort by Life University to just continue to pound it and pour it on Utah.
Vogel will get set for the
20 seconds now.
kickoff here. And Life University, an extremely young team in comparison to the Vipers. Get that flag out of there, girl. You need that angle. It's a nice kick right on through, and the wind stops it short. So our score stays 43-0. Life University right now really settling into perfect form, and I think that's what a lot of fans feared, including the Vipers here. Life University comes from an environment where they get to train, and they are coming off of winning the college championships in 15s and also the 7s championships as well. But right now, with them being in college, they can enter into the newly formed professional league, the Women's Elite Rugby, so that they can stick with the college competition. USA Rugby allows these players to play.
Take a step.
And if there's anything that we've learned, I mean, even in the last game for our champions, Satini was the one who walked away with that, and she's fresh out of high school. So young talent really showcasing its way powerfully for Life University. As already they get a line break. Howie drops the arm there off of a nice line break. McKee comes in from the side there, and instantly they go to work, making them pay for any opportunity that they can. Life University now are in the heads of the Vipers, and the Vipers walk back after 2 tries in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're in the head and living rent-free, and Varner is definitely set up for a 2-bedroom. I mean, it's just an assault really on this team. Look at this nice quick tap. The Vipers just can't recover quickly enough, right? They're as soon as they turn around, they've got a black jersey running down their throats. And this is a clinical display of like really good rugby and how to play a fast game by Life University. They are doing it so well, so well.
Yeah, it's simply world class. And Life University men's team, they did the exact same thing a few years back. They had a men's D1 club that was playing in the competition alongside the college side there. I think they had enough numbers, though, to be able to fuel the vision of what they were looking for, which was to allow the college side to have those developmental players that could then pour into the higher level, which is, I think, what the vision is of Life University. It just goes to show that I think that they're looking to expand, really build upon the brand that they have here, and increase the standard of rugby with which I think Americans can play.
I mean, it truly could be a foundational piece to building the complete structure of rugby in America. You start with D1, you have college, you have D1, then maybe you establish even a professional team. I mean, that would be, to me, the idea, right? To have that sort of structure, and you can then feed into these systems. I don't know, it can become self-sustaining to some degree.
Yeah, Phaedra, you definitely have some good ideas, and I think some of that might already be in the works. Life University definitely has a bright future here in the competitive bit. They maintain their speed well. The Vipers, though, get in the passing lane there. Mailau is all over that ball. She's got hands on it. Give it to the Vipers. The Vipers excited about that one. They get their first chance with some possession, and that was some serious work by the hooker.
I love it. I love the elation in that, right? They haven't given up. They're celebrating the moments, the small moments. And that's all you can do. There's some things you're not going to be able to control at this point. You can't control what the score is, but you can control what the score can become. And it starts in these little moments of celebration, of rebuilding that trust in each player and rebuilding those positive moments. They have an opportunity here to change, maybe not the outcome of the game, but certainly the outcome of the moments, each moment.
Yeah, and control your feeling about being the runners-up here. I mean, that is not to be discredited either. The Utah Vipers had quite the performance to get up here. We saw the crew whenever they received their runners-up plate. They're over there holding it up in the air, talking about what snacks they're going to eat off of it. I mean, both teams have something to be very proud of here. And even the acknowledgement that Life University knows that they're a physical side. They know that they have the aggression, and they're just excited to play against the stiff competition here as the Vipers continue to look for their first 5 and what it would mean after that elation that they just had off of the breakdown. They win their set piece, and now they're looking to use the looping play here. Tumalatai splits the inside center in the fly half here, and the forwards look for the space back. Ball carrier gets past one. They drop the body height and get the ankles down quickly. That was by Opetti, who's worked tirelessly on defense. They get close to that line. It might be over for the Vipers. It is! They do it! The Vipers get the first 5 on the board against Life University, and Life University look a bit shocked by that and humbled by that hard work and try.
And that was Tatiana Kelly, man. She's been, I've watched her since she's come into the match, and she's been just positive energy. She gave a high five to her opposing prop. And look at her. She's in a good position. She's just sticking with it, gets down low, puts the body, just crosses the whitewash. What a moral victory for Utah.
We talked about them not releasing control yet of this match, though the scoreline is up 50-5 currently. Woolley will look to convert this and close the gap a little bit there, but it's a big one. And the Vipers right now just finding that connection here within the 17 minutes of the second half. I mean, time right now not being on their side and not being friendly. Woolley will look to convert. This one sails to the left, so our score still stays 50-5 for the Vipers. But right now, the snake is alive, Phaedra. It's back, and we've been waiting for this moment since the beginning of the match.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we know that they're capable of just, of greatness, and they're not giving up. This is what I'm talking about, right? They're still carrying this positive energy, and that have to do in these moments again of adversity. So I just say keep putting together everything you can at this moment. The outcome of the game may not be, you don't worry about that at this point. You just play each moment and try to play the best rugby that you can play. Yep. And that's what they're, that's what I recommend that they continue to do. All that they can do.
Yeah, exactly. And to just keep having fun, right? Life University is very, very competitive. They're going to look to build the points and build the phases, perfect some of the skills that they get to train day in and day out. But the Vipers, I think, really showing a vital part of American rugby, and that's just the love of the game and the love for your teammates, right? To come out here, have a full side, be able to hopefully come in with all of those that started the journey together. Was very fortunate, and to just see the Vipers out there smiling, I mean, showcasing again not just what is good American rugby, but also just a good attitude there. They put some pressure on at the line out against the Life University side. And they look to come up and make a hit. Garner tries to get through about 3 or 4 forwards there, and they instantly make her pay for that one. The forwards get over, and they get a not releasing penalty on Barner.
And there you go, right? They continue to be consistent. They show up at the spots, and they get in good body position to turn the ball over. It's one piece, one brick. It's something that Emily Bidwell talks about often, right? One brick at a time. You're building, you're building, you're building. And so hats off again to the Vipers for just maintaining composure in some really adverse conditions. Just continuing to build. Keep building.
Howie gets her hands in there. It's a bit messy for Woolley. And the Vipers are a bit slow to kind of realign on attack. They hope for the backs to make something happen, and Tumalatai does. Gets it out to the wing. And it looks to drop the shoulder there. Oh, the hair is amazing. She gets tackled right on out of bounds there, right at the line. And we saw some good handling that comes in for the Vipers there.
No quick. It's been touched by several
And they
people.
call off the quick line out.
Yeah, and they continue to be under pressure, but they just need to maintain composure, the Vipers here, right? Like, we know the threat of life. Can't reiterate that enough. But just rely on your foundation. Just contest this throw and realign defensively.
Opeti is there to quickly snatch that one after it sails over the top of the line out. The Vipers want to have hands on this ball here. It's a fair one, and they pull away with the not releasing penalty. Looks like some substitutes have come on. I think on that wing was Olivi Tailoa, who got tackled out of bounds on that play, who's also been a player and a coach. So I think she's kind of added a little extra layer of motivation there for the Vipers. They lose it, though, and knock it on.
Leave it, Purple!
Who comes
Leave
up
it.
with this one?
Okay. Not rolling. If it's running, roll,
And
it's
a
good.
not rolling penalty from the Vipers. Get it back into the hands of the Eagles. The Eagles go quick. The pin and pass working for them. Mason keeps it herself and gives a beautiful behind the back pass to Cecilia Rose. And they just continue to bloom, the Eagles.
Bloom indeed. What a beautiful 2-on-1. But the quick transition, I'm just so impressed with how quickly
They had a turnover.
Life
To get out without hands in.
transition to the moments. They get the quick tap. They move it because they know the space is outside and the opportunities are there too. And number 23, Rose, comes in with a huge impact and gets her first 5.
And quite the trick there. Vogel goes ahead and picks up a piece of grass. And why some kickers will do that is just to see what direction the wind will blow. It makes it so that you can decide if a kick needs more distance, less distance, if you need to kick more to the left or the right. We see the hair blowing in the wind. The kick goes up. It's to the left. And that grass trick works for Vogel. It slots in right in between the sticks, 57-5. And Life University giving some love to the Vipers here. And it's all smiles. I mean, despite what the scoreline says, Phaedra, this is just such beautiful rugby between both
is.
of them. The camaraderie, I think, of the sport is just really amazing.
It is. It's so wonderful. And these players, at the conclusion of this match, they'll have, as we know, a social, and they'll go party and fellowship with one another. Beauty of the sport, right? It's a game. It's a game that's meant to be competitive, but at the end of the day, we're all rugby players. We all love each other. We're all here for the same reason, to be better people, better players. So.
And it is so much fun. Arguably one of the most fun sports in the world.
Your own team keeping it in. Your own team.
Life University just seemed to be having some fun with it. Some subs have rolled in as well to finish this last bit of the job. Boot goes over, gets close to that sideline. McKee contains it well, though. And all of the back three seem to be over that one. Life University turn this one over, and instantly the transitions are really what kills the Vipers here. They've got to recover a bit quicker. The fold might have been a bit slow. It seems like they might have been called for an offsides. And they stripped this one away, but we'll come back from that original penalty on Makasini. English goes quick and gives a long pass over the top. Vogel's there to recover. Works with Chang. Chang gets tackled by Mailau. Gets close, and Rose is looking to get her second one in. And the work pays off. After that offload from Chang, Rose gets another 2 in less than 10 minutes, 62-5.
And Life just running away with it. There's nothing else to say. They're just really being clinical. They're showing their depth in their bench. And they're taking advantage of these opportunities. Again, the quick tap here, they move it, and they oftentimes move it wide left through the hands. And look at this, nice draw, way to put your body on the line. and then offload into the hands of Rose right there in support. There's plenty of support. You got Barner there on the end just in case all else fails, but you don't need him. There you go.
Seems like everybody's gotten a piece of this cake for the club championships. Life University. Vogel veers this one to the left, 62-5. Our score still stands, and Life University looking more than comfortable in this lead, 66 minutes in. As we look on at the Vipers side, still cheering on the team as they stay in the fight for the next 14 minutes. And it's looking like the University Eagles might be the ones to be holding up the hardware here very soon.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's a matter of time. They're counting it down.
I love the tap and the kick. I swear it like powers it up a little bit. Woolley gives a deep, high kick. It goes.
Bounce in or straight out? Bounce in? Okay.
With a bounce and then a roll out. And so Life University get a line out deep within the 22.
Take one more step.
Letting the clock kind of run through here. Life University take their time. The 4-man line out and ends up back into the hands of the Vipers, and they'll look to get some more points here. And they've gained some territory. Now, about 15 meters outside, they'll look to stay in the fight here. Life University army crawling out of that breakdown as the support is quickly over top of the Vipers. They really are looking to rally behind one another. They get high, though, in the contact, and Life University drop low, and they drive them backwards. They're continuing to use the pick and go here. Kelly wants another one of her own, but she stopped short 5 meters out. Life University slow to roll out of there. Squirts out the side. Looking to move it wide. There might be some room out there. Woolley gives a looping pass to Tumalatai. And Life University don't fall for that one. They'll have to make them drive. Life University drives them upward here, and they're going to hold it up. Referee might have called this one a maul, and all they've got to do is just hold the ball in hand here. Life University, things getting chaotic, and everybody falls on top. And referee holds up the arm to the left-hand side for the collapse of that maul. And the Vipers look to go. They get over one. They get in, and a try by Lily Toki for the Vipers. Gets them 10 points.
And you got to love that no give up spirit of this Utah Vipers team. They had the quick tap. You see Toki take it herself on it. Quick tap. She sees the opening. She's just like, I'm going to take it myself. I'll take all of you on at once, and I'm going to do even better. I'm going to score right between the posts. Here I go. Watch me go. I love it.
I love the crowd going wild over that try too over there. I mean, definitely in support of the Vipers, in support of good rugby. And you're right, Phaedra, their relentlessness to stay into the fight and to continue to build the phases despite LifeU really putting a pounding on them. I mean, every time they get knocked down, the Vipers just showing what you have to do in rugby. You just got to get back up and try again.
Yeah, you just can't give up. It's not in the nature of the game. It's not in the nature of the players that play the game. And it's certainly not the theme of this weekend. Yesterday you had teams who were down pretty substantially and they just didn't give up. And what I love about it is it's not that you don't just give up. You don't unravel. You don't start going after your teammates. You maintain the composure and that unity that has brought you to this stage. That is so important. You win together and you lose together, and that's the way it goes.
Exactly, but we all do it here together. Ball goes backwards for the Vipers after they let it hit the deck a few times. Almost getting dragged out of the sideline. They stay in.
Going
They
back.
choose to hit this edge defense. The edge of the ruck has definitely gotten them some go forward ball. They've been able to slowly get up the gain line here as long as they can move the ball quickly past this defense, and they do. This is some serious speed coming in from the lock. Breaks through one, gives a fend to Rose. Rose does well and gets her out at the touch line there, the Vipers. But we haven't really seen Sandy Canuck into space. That was some incredible individual speed.
Patrick, is that good? Okay, play on.
Referees deem that that's okay, and so Life University elect to go quick, and they instantly want to play back. Looking to rack in the points here and really leave this with an exclamation point at the end. They chip kick over. And they turn the Vipers around here. It rolls into touch after some good pressure defense.
Copy. Yep.
And we'll look to reset here with a scrum to the Vipers.
And just so much back and forth. Here we go. But the Vipers have shown consistently in this half that when they're in this half of the pitch, they can move that ball up and they can score. So we'll see what happens. This is far from over.
Contested, not in the tunnel. Option.
And referee says it best. They get an option now, Life University.
Line up.
And it looks like Vivao is already calling for the line out there. They want to play off of it. The Vipers have held it very strong against the Life University scrum, so good choice there for the Eagles. Hits it up front, ball goes up and it gets knocked on by English there. Oh, and everybody's excited about that one.
Katie, watch the side.
Settling into the final 7 minutes here of this D1 club final.
Don't push, don't push. Hold now, Wilson.
Hold, Vipers, hold.
Crouch.
Hold.
Bind.
Together, Vipers, hold.
Sit.
Hold.
Now, shot. Lost.
Life University might have gotten their foot in there early, and so instantly it's called loss by the Vipers, and now they're going to have to recover on the defense now. The Eagles connecting. Elliott, who scored a try already, scored a few, and now continues to pummel the legs, gets thrown down by McKee in the last line of defense. There's numbers coming in from all sides here, taking his shoulder off of one, and then powering over is Keena Latu. Keena Latu gets 5 for Life U.
Yeah, that was just, again, that was set up beautifully by Elliott, number 14, just sliding through
No worries, yeah.
the hands of the Vipers defense. And then Latu fakes it, steps in, and puts it down. Coming in as an impact sub this half, showing why she belongs here.
Mason lining up the kick here. Finds the angle. Slides it through for 2. 69 to 12. Life University on top, and the Vipers for the final 5 minutes look like they are going to be your runners-up for this D1 Club Championship after a standout performance by Life University. They've been the talk of the town all weekend and have really demonstrated some serious skill to get here, Phaedra.
Yeah, some serious skill and great team cohesion. Oh, they play so well, so fast.
Going up high and again kicking this one out. Just too
Option.
much sauce on that kick here. And so they elect for the line out where the ball gets kicked out. They really want, I think, to make some power, some set piece play come out. Any opportunity that they're getting, they're going up against
would it not?
them at the line out time.
So,
So the line out should be,
our line out's actually going to be on the 50.
I think at the 50.
Yep.
But they let it happen on the last time, so I didn't want to question it. So line out will happen on the 50. There's an election for either a re-kick from the kicking team, or you can take a scrum at the 50, or it should be a line out there at the 50. I think there was a bit of confusion at the beginning with another kick that didn't go 10. They go back, hike it over. It's not straight. Phaedra, they're looking for a Dan Marino pass, I think. One that's going to sail perfectly, but the wind is just taking that ball, carrying it with them, and so it just keeps going back to the Vipers.
Yeah, this could be, I mean, look, I don't know if the Vipers are intentionally kicking the ball into touch off the kickoffs, but it's working for them, right? Because they are consequently in possession without having to expense themselves pitch. So, interesting. It's an interesting strategy if that's what they do.
Whether or not it's planned, one thing that was unplanned was the ball going back in favor of Life University. They've been so hungry for possession. It's starving the Vipers of it. Vipers forced to turn back around. Chase is good. A few players run into McKee, and she does well to keep her feet. Offloads it back to the replacement winger. And the ball slow to work its way out. Life University now get on the defensive side of things.
Backwards.
Zap loses it backwards.
Hang on, turnover's good. Purple has it.
And Woolley now has it after turning that ball over there at the breakdown. Slow to roll on out of there was Life University.
Play on, play on.
And now looking to try and break through. Life University have to work to get back 10. They don't keep eyes on Palau. And the forwards now taking charge of this game and taking it into the line. Life University try and get over for a turnover, and they get it. The not releasing from Fanua.
Have 1 minute left.
And a lot of back and forth here in that last bit of play.
Yeah, Fanua got a little bit isolated there. Didn't have the support, and Life just got right over.
Nice little pin and pass and a flick over the top there. It's just raw athleticism, and he talked about that team cohesion here. English gets around one and by the jersey gets taken down. And Fanua works hard to get over there. Vivao gives a dummy back inside, and oh, it looked like Fanau and Benitez might have looked to attack the same space there, and a knock on by Benitez happens 5 meters out. And this could be very close to being our final bit of this match.
And I imagine the Vipers really want to make the best of this. It's good play here by Life University. It looked like they were on their way to another 5 points, but just couldn't execute in the end. But a lucky break for the Vipers to try to make one last attempt to put points on the board for Pride.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Now!
Recycling that ball back, the Vipers hold strong in the scrum. A nice little inside step from Tumalatai. And at the center of the pitch. It looks like there might be a player down for Life University. A bit slow to get back up. Ball comes out of the hands of one in the offload game. Working for the Vipers. Looks like that might be Benitez who's down for Life University. A bit slow to get back up as the Vipers look to get out of the 22. They do. And a nice little drop of the shoulder. It gets Fanau off balance. And the supporters coming in quickly now for Life University, or for the Vipers.
Keep it low. Advantage. High tackle.
Mason did get caught a little bit high in that contest, and the Vipers rolling their way on through as Kelly does all of the work. This interplay between the 8-man and the prop has really gotten them a lot of meters here. We're now into referees time. And it would mean the most for the Vipers to get
Then,
one
flag,
more
offside.
try-in. Life University look to maintain their discipline here.
Get out, Wes. Get out, Wes.
They get through a few. Phaedra, I mean, do you think that it's possible for them to get a little bit more? As I say it, they almost get through. The offload game is strong. And I mean, the Vipers are not going down without a fight. They won another one.
To answer your question, yes, I think it is possible.
Advantage over.
Definitely here, there's some practical magic going on. That's for sure.
Ball has
The
rolled over.
commentator's curse catches us all by surprise. One thing that's not by surprise, though, is that Life University, their D1 club side, are your D1 national champions here at the Chicago Blaze Stadium. They take down the Vipers 69-12. And what a championship run for them. Phaedra, thoughts on Life University performance, but also the heart of this Viper side?
Man, I mean, thoughts on Life University. I mean, absolutely clinical exhibition put on today. You could not ask for anything greater. They just showed so much on both sides of the ball. As for the Vipers, I mean, listen, they had the heart of gold. They played and played and couldn't quite get it together. The game plan was just not to their advantage that Life was employing. They were just the better team, no doubt, on the day. But big kudos to the Vipers, putting in the effort and not giving up, believing in themselves, backing themselves at moments, and just showing up.
We've got Lance Kavanaugh down on site with quite the interview. I'm sure he's got a lot to say.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I got you. I know. We are down on the field.
Yeah.
I am here with David McFarland. He will present the runner-up trophy to the Utah Vipers.
Utah Vipers! On behalf of USA Rugby, USA referees, Chicago Blaze, I was there last year. Great national run. Made it to finals again. Played your hearts out. Unfortunately, we got runners up, but congratulations on a fantastic season. Very well played. Congratulations.
Can I talk to Mama?
Absolutely.
Because you awesome. What are you talking? You're amazing.
I'll take another grandma.
Self-proclaimed grandma, bringing the ruckus on the wing, having some fun out there. The ladies took second place, but an amazing year altogether. Tell me a little bit about this squad and the hopes of coming back right here next year.
You know, no matter win or lose, we're just out here to have fun. Even if we lost that much, we're just going to finish strong no matter what. It doesn't matter. Next year, we're going to come better, more energized, more subs. But other than that, it's amazing. We did amazing no matter what.
And you pulled another grandma up. So tell me, as awesome as it is, you ladies out here balling, how's it feel to represent the Vipers here and play a full 80 minutes here?
Honestly, I have to give it to the squad. Like she said, I'm a grandma too. A bunch of us are moms, and we just come out here to play the sport we love and play hard. So yeah. If you know, there's like with both of our women's team, we have 18 moms and over 40 plus kids together. So that's a lot, and that's to show how sisterhood comes together.
Congratulations on your season, ladies. I'm very proud of you. I'll see you back here next year. Big fight coming.
Yeah, and the Utah Vipers now, I think that they know what to expect. They definitely have a village behind them, but just trying to find now how to contain the recent D1 club champions, which are Life University. We see them there getting the medals. We'll have more to come and more words from their side as they get set for the trophy presentation.
And to present the championship trophy to Life University, the chairman of USA Club Rugby, Al Lucas.
Thank you very much, Lance. Ladies, welcome to Club Rugby. Just a great year all the way around. We're happy to have you, and congratulations our D1 national champions, Life University.
And presenting the MVP trophy, the legend himself, Davey Fee.
The 2026 USA Club Rugby Women's National Division I MVP, Brooklyn Viafanua.
While we have you here, I mean, the energy is there. Your teammates support you so much. What does it mean to hold that trophy as well as hold that national championship trophy?
I mean, it's the first for everything, and we fucking did it, guys.
Your national champion is Life University. And an amazing fight by this Life University side. MVP chants all around for the victorious D1 Women's Club National Champions, Life University. We'll kick it back up top to you all.
We know that there's so much more to come here for the Life University side. All of you, the players, coaches, refs, all involved with USA Rugby in the Chicago Blaze Stadium, we thank you all. And for the fans especially, thank you for letting Next Level Rugby onto your screens to showcase the best rugby in the country. And one of the most vital parts of it, we have such a deep love for the club rugby scene. And this is why, on behalf of Phaedra Knight, I'm Darian Lovelace. We've loved having you along today. We'll be back next year for the club championships because you know that we're always here to stay. Thank you all again and have a great night.